Hello everyone, Torin here with another video. Today, as I stated in the last one, we are starting our, shall we call it, journey through This Is War by Falconshield. We're going through the entire series. Now, because there are 8 of them, it means that we're going to be going through a lot of Falconshield and a lot of This Is War, also stated in the previous one. I think we have like 9 total videos because after this there's Morgana that we're going to be doing. But I am still very excited. I'm curious based off of the songs we had heard before where this is going to go. I'm thinking this might have a little bit of a different feel because of the fact of the This Is War songs seem to be much more like this person versus this person, or this faction versus this faction. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays, rather than being just the singular character. But with that, let's roll into the video. All right, Falconshield, song number 4. You're up to bat. You know what to do. Curious if this is part of the song or if it's just like a little intro bit for this. Already.
Since a child of heart my will and honing my skill, I'm a visionary. Me and my brother miss the presence of a mother carry. The harder I fought, that I noticed my country's being buried by this nation's aristocrats and its emissaries.
Holy crap. We are like 25 seconds into the video, 26 officially when I hit pause. There's so many words being spoken there that I feel like there's so many people, regardless of what country that they are in, that are able to relate to that in such a way. That was, oh man, that was a beautiful little opener. You want to talk about a hook. Just catch you right there, man. I'm into it.
The troops are ready to quit, so it's time I carry. The cowardice act my captain is giving. That's unforgiving. I won't resist to be defeated. Long as my heart is down, long as my warrior spirit is seething. I'm cleaving the demons, decapitating the doubt that you're breathing. I'm eating the bit and see your reasons of seeing the throne through the eyes of a king. Not the citizens can believe. Demacia armies approaching, I will seize them. The pressure is on, but siege for back up, and back in the passion of madness and gripping the guilt of my blade. Murderous swing.
Whoa, 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 dude. Hold up. Hold up. I need to back that up, because he's starting to hit a little bit of a chop there with that. Or, no, not a chop, but, well, kind of, because it's kind of like a little Busta Rhymes type of deal. Just if it was a little bit faster, he'd be like right there with the Busta Rhymes style. Oh, that caught me off guard.
Approaching, I will seize them. The pressure is on, but siege for back and back in the passion of madness and gripping the guilt of my blade. Murderous swing. The world is
I'm sorry. One more time. One more time, because oh my goodness, he started getting a little freaky with that.
The pressure is on, but siege for back and back in the passion of madness and gripping the guilt of my blade. Murderous swing. The world is
decisive, a bright shining light. The might of Demacia has arrived to strike. Spinning, not stirred, an undiluted right. With good on my side, serve my sword with just ice. Courageous assassin, assailant, demonstrating why it's necessary to analyze your surroundings and actions. Yet, when my Juliet sinister blades are winning trades, practical perseverance prevails over a Capulet. Galileo, Golem, a gargoyle guardian, a G in the air who protects all Demacia, crushing the enemies with paralyzing light. One glance and they're taken by a resolute sign, compelled to protect.
Wasn't a huge fan of the last one. More of a sound thing for me. I like this guy a little bit more. He's got some unique go with him that I'm not used to hearing. not a bad little chorus. I'm hoping we hear it pick up a little bit heavier, though. Kind of, instead of the, this is war, kind of get a, this is war! You know, get a little bit more of that kind of roughness in the voice there.
Now step in, change the scene forever. My very
Like this guy.
You're in the middle of the scheme, yours truly signed. You lack comprehension, I'm distracting your attention like a reverse intervention that's allowing you to fuck your mind. Your steps ahead, you might be breathing, but you're dead. You wanna run away, but instead I make you bow your head.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Was not expecting that. Hold up. I want to make sure I heard that right.
Distracting your attention like a reverse intervention that's allowing you to fuck your mind. Your steps ahead,
Yeah, okay, no, he said that.
you wanna run away, but instead I make you bow your head. Nation of elites, marching to the beat. Demacia's defeat. Let's just morph and eat. Not even here with master plans. Kill the good guys, then we dance. Break a sweat, yeah, right. My access, take up back tonight. I tell you who, no Fu Manchu or Demacia telling me what to do. I play around, I joke and laugh. I'll talk when I cut you in half. One thing about me, killing spree. These other clowns aren't in my league. The game of legend, choose a side is I consider fratricide. Darius, I don't just win. I get the gold and I rub it in. My global presence is insane. Your destiny will stay my Draven.
Okay. Before we get into this next bit, I like that guy. He has this almost, I'm trying to think of a good band, and I can't really think of one, but it's kind of like Ailstorm a little bit, where you get a little bit of that kind of almost like metal meets sea shanty-ish type of voice, but a flow with him that was almost a little like E40. So it was interesting hearing that combo. I actually really like that. I'm curious who did that bit.
When I train the champion, I will leave them blind with this violent luminescence. I protect this land of mine. The quarter APK doesn't matter, they still make you die. Listen, singularity, you baddies are in such a bind. If it's scaring, it's spinning and winning and grinning. You're likely in the middle of a lane, about to make a split decision. Do I surrender or do I try to brave the storm? I am the ender, my family was battle-born. You spy a laser, but you can't escape, it's gonna hurt. I am a loaded luck, so all you clowns can watch me work. 4 skills, 1 target, meaning you are done. You'll see me coming, cause I'm brighter than the morning sun. I am the one thing that you could not anticipate. So quell the whining, it's about time that you met your fate. 3 skills to make you wary, 2 skills I need to carry. 1 skill, it's like a truck. I'm giving 0 fucks.
Not a huge fan of the last one. I think for me it was more just the voice than anything else. I'm curious to see if that's the sound that that artist in particular has, and if like that's just how they do their music. Because if it is, you know what? Fine. Nothing but respect to you. Not my personal taste on it. But I can respect for definitely something that's much more unique than any, really just about anybody that we've heard so far, almost 4 minutes into this video. So I would definitely say most unique voice goes to her, but also not my favorite, if I'm being completely honest. This is whoa. Love her guitar solo. Yes! Kick that guitar solo out, dude. Oh. Okay, that first dude there, he kicked out a solo that was almost like him channeling Kalen. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly at all. Eddie is the god when it comes to fast playing. And that first guy there, oh man, he channeled Eddie big time. The collective fears of Lorne were realized in Calamanda as they enough between I'm trying to read all of this as best I can. If you need to, go ahead and pause the video. Oh my god! No way! I know Lily! Okay, I like some of her music. Oh my goodness! I did not realize that was Lily Peachy there. Well, now I feel like a moron. Because, granted, I haven't heard a ton of songs. But I have heard Lily Peachy before, and both on the video game side of things, but also on the music side of things, what I have heard so far, I do actually really enjoy. So maybe it was just a weird kind of vibe or something with this song or something. I'm not sure entirely what did it for me. Definitely a great job on the song overall. All right, so really quick, let's start off with roll call. Ben Forbes as Garen. Rob, I'm guessing, Rob09 as Darius before him. Kenny Anti-Rivet. I like that, actually. I like that name, Anti-Rivet. I like that. Galio, Falconshield's Swain, Anti-Rivet again for Draven, and Lily Pichu for Lux. That makes a lot of sense to me, because I was kind of liking what I was hearing from the Galio part, and I heard it again, so I was almost wondering if it was the same person or if it was just somebody with a similar sound. Glad to know I was able to catch that accurately. Bigger collabs like this, I tend to have a bit of a problem with, because it's nice, but it has to be done right. It has to be done right. If you do not do a collab enough justice for everybody, as well as for the song as a whole, it can kind of dwindle down. It's still nice, but it's not as great as it could have been. That being said, they did do this justice. I don't know if I would quite go as high as to say an 8, but we will go ahead and go with a 7.5. Because I can say for sure that it seems to be a little bit better to me than a 7. I tried to think back and forth on some of it, and it is above a 7. There was just enough, what's a good way to put it? There was just enough of each kind of character within those factions, Noxus and Demacia. So the length of the song wasn't anything too overly long, coming from somebody that listens to people like Meatloaf that can do upwards of 15 minutes on some songs. Metallica, who has been known to usually hit that 5-6 minute range, but then also getting into some rappers that I'm into that can drag on a bit, especially in a collab. Perfect example, one of my favorites, Tech 9, Worldwide Choppers. If you know Tech 9, you know Worldwide Choppers. It is the closest thing that I could compare to this just off the top of my head. Yeah, personally not quite as big of a fan as Worldwide Choppers, but that's a little bit more themed and everything, and it's themed in a style and a flow that I really enjoy. So it already has a little bit of a bias towards it. I probably would put that in an 8, but like I said though, 7.5. This is right there, just dead behind that. It was a good amount of people. It was a good amount of time for each people and between each character. I do think, just again, purely from a personal standpoint, if we did get more of that, this is war, and get some of that rougher sound on in the voice there, I very could have easily seen this being an 8. And I'm hoping we see some more of that, but I also don't know who's going to be going against who, so this will be very interesting. But thank you all so much for coming on by. Y'all are amazing for sticking around. I hope you had a fun time kind of listening to all of the different characters and people along with me. And I'm still thrown off by the fact that I didn't recognize Lily Pichu. But yes, thank you, and I will see you all in the next video.